Hey guys, this is Greenbrier Outdoors back again, and today I'm going to show you all the deer I've shot, well, my bucks, and show you some of the taxidermy we have around our house and tell you a little bit about them. So, the first deer I have in here is an absolute giant. This is the first deer I ever shot. Boom. You can see that trophy right there. No, but I worked really hard for this deer, and story with this one, we were just set up on a log landing and doing a drive, and came right down the bank to us and stopped, gave me a 60-yard broadside shot, and I dropped him. And then, 20 minutes after that, here's my dog Bella again, I shot my biggest buck to date, and we have it over there. I'll show you it after the video. Then the next deer I shot was, I shot some does while I say them. Bella, here, take that. I shot this one opening day of rifle season on game lands around here in Blair County. Just a little 4-point. We didn't even know if it was a buck or doe, honestly, when we shot it. I had a buck and a doe tag, a CWD, and it was running down the bank, and it paused, and I just shot him. It came down, and it was a buck, and I was pretty happy about that. Stupid sneeze. Then the next deer was this one. This is the first buck I ever shot with my bow. It is a little 3-point, and I probably got more worked up over this deer than any other deer I ever shot. I practiced so hard, and whenever I got it, I just couldn't believe it. It was getting real dark. I shot it at 6:30. It was almost dark out. And came right down this bank, right to me, 18-yard shot broadside, and I spoke to him. He only went 45 yards. Then my next buck is this one, and I shot this one with my bow too. This is a nice 6-point. And I shot this one this year. This is my recent archery kill. And then the next one I shot after this one was this 6-point. I shot him in Maryland on the youth hunt. Now, I should have honestly had a bigger one this day, because we were set up on the wrong road, and this big buck, nice 8-point, came trailing this doe way below us, and I could have took a shot on him, but it would have been a tough shot. And then 10 minutes later, this deer came on the same trail, trailing the does. I'm like, I'm not gonna let a second buck walk by, because you know what they say: shoot maybe, no shoot, no maybe. And then this one right here, I shot it opening day of rifle in Maryland, because you're allowed to shoot multiple bucks down there. And so I shot all 3 of these bucks this year. All 3 of these ones. This one was the first one with the bow. Then this one, and then this one. So these are all the bucks I have in here. So now I'll go show you the deer we have mounted in the stuff. Like my bearing room and stuff. So if we just come over here, we see this deer. That buck is my dad's. It's only a 7-point, but he shot it before antler restrictions, and that was a giant back then. And this is the buck right here that I was talking about. That one was the one I shot right after that small one. That was my second deer ever, and he's a nice one. He just look right there. He scores about 120, which is a pretty nice one from Pennsylvania. I shot him up in Shade Gap at our buddy Frank's place. And then this deer is my dad's Illinois buck. He should have had a 170, but he missed it at 37 yards with a bow. And so he ended up shooting this real heavy 8-point, real tall, but it's got thick bases. I can barely get my hands around there. And it's just a nice deer. Then if we come back to my room, we got my turkey right here. That was my first turkey ever. And I missed one last year, but that's the only turkey I ever shot. And it's got about, I don't know, inch and a half spurs, I think. Oh, well, you can't even see them, can you? There you go. 1.5 inch spurs. This one too, if you can see it. Now it has about a 11-inch beard. Or 10 inch, 10.5-inch beard, something like that. And so that's a pretty nice turkey, and I just have it sitting right there. And then on my wall over here, I have my animals I trapped, and then my bear. Now this bear, I didn't shoot him in Pennsylvania. I shot him in New Hampshire with dogs. And I just shot him out of the tree, 45-7. I think I was 8 when I shot him. And then over here, we have my fisher and my coon. Now this fisher, I didn't really trap it. I'll bring it out here. I was running a trap line with my pap. It wasn't my trap line. Like, I didn't set the traps, but I was along with him for a couple weeks. And one morning I went out and checked him. And this fisher, we had him. And you're only allowed one a year for Pennsylvania. They're just kind of moving in here, so that was pretty cool. And I got it tanned, and my pap let me have its skin. It's very pretty. And I'll have another one coming in soon, because last day of fox season, I called in a nice gray fox, and I got him. And he should be done pretty soon. And then this coon right here, I'm actually really proud of this coon. This winter, I'm trapping. I'm bored. And because I already was tagged out rifle, and I was tired of hunting squirrels. So I'm like, I'm going to trap. And I trapped this. It was a 25-pound boar coon. And we did not do a very good job skinning him. But he's big. There's my dog Bella. And I skinned him and tanned him myself. Trapped him. I trapped him in a Z-trap using marshmallows and vanilla. And you can see the inside. I mean, it's not very clean, but it's pretty loose and stuff. All I did was I soaked him in a bucket of water with alum in it. But as you can see up here, that big rip, that's from we couldn't get him turned back inside out. From we had him sitting there for a while. And so we tied a string to his ear, or string to his mouth, and pulled up, and we ripped all the fur. So that's about it. That's all we have, really. And I'll probably make a video to show you my gray fox when I get it back and tell you the story about that. So stay tuned. This is Greenbrier Outdoors, out.